Good morning. It's Amy Bolton here, Live Healthy, Be Happy. I'm excited to join you guys today and talk about writing in the morning. So writing in the morning and accessing our unconscious mind. So this is called Morning Pages, and it's a really interesting tool that you can use to help you access that unconscious mind and help you clear your mind, clear your thoughts, feel better. So this is my journal that I've been using, and I've started doing morning pages. So I've just found a journal that I like. It's has a little owl on it. I'm just going to actually see if I can share this with my group. So I have a group of women who are struggling with postpartum depression and anxiety, and it's a support group, so we're all supporting one another. It's a very positive, supportive place. And if you know of anybody who is struggling with that, or if you yourself are struggling with that, be sure to join that group, and I'm sure you will get lots of value in there. So I am going to just share this with my group, and it's called Beyond the Baby Blues, a Holistic Approach. And then they are able to see me live as well. So this is my journal, and I've been doing my morning pages for the last few weeks now. I've been meaning to do this for a while, but as a busy mom, sometimes we get lots of reasons not to do our morning routines, and sometimes, when you're up late with little ones, it can be difficult to have that morning routine. So I've been really working really hard to do this, and it actually, surprisingly enough, only takes me a few minutes in the morning. It doesn't take very long. So even if my little ones are awake, I tend to, as soon as I wake up, they're getting very used to the fact that I'm like, okay, just a minute, mommy's writing for a few minutes. And it's only a couple pages, so I'll get into a bit more about what that's all about. And I found it's been bringing lots of clarity to myself. So I wanted to share that tool with you guys because I'm sure it will bring lots of clarity to you as well. It's actually quite interesting, and I've been very intrigued by this tool for quite some time now. I grew up loving journaling, and I have quite a few journals kept away from years and years of different journaling. So that's always exciting too, to look back at our journals and see where we've gone. So with this particular writing in the morning, what the point is to be doing this when you're half awake, you're not fully conscious, and to access our unconscious mind. So to access those unprocessed thoughts that are still happening from our sleep, because we process so much in our sleep. So we're accessing those dreams that we may have had, we're accessing those thoughts, we're accessing things, and we're kind of clearing our mind for the day and setting the stage for the day in a clear fashion. So part of it is like listening to our deeper selves, listening to us, who we truly are, and that happens while we're kind of half asleep. So this is really fascinating. The way you do this is you start by writing 10 things that you're grateful for. So that kind of sets the tone. 10 things that you're grateful for, so whatever that will be, maybe. So you start writing 10 things that you're grateful for, and then you start writing free writing. So just writing 1 page or 2, or writing whatever crosses your mind, just free writing. And if nothing's crossing your mind, just nothing's crossing my mind, and you're writing, nobody's censoring this, you don't need to be showing this to anybody, so just feel free to write. So there's no limits on it. Write whatever's coming up, write quickly, slowly, whatever works for you, however you feel it's comfortable, just write. And it's actually quite freeing, and I find it very helpful for me. So depending on yourself, you may find it helpful. It may be worth a try. So one part of this is all of that angry, ugly stuff that kind of comes up during our day. It will then not be there later on in the day because you've kind of gotten it out, right? So stand in your way. So it's a great way to kind of get all those, if you're finding maybe you have guilty, angry, negative thoughts throughout the day, those type of thoughts, you can get them out on the paper, and it's a good way to kind of filter these out and see what's going on and dig into that deeper creativity, right? So it shows you that you are not your mind or not your thoughts, and that's very powerful. It's a very good connection that we are not our mind or our thoughts. We're totally separate from that. And so it's a very powerful tool in that way. And if you're joining me live, feel free to say hi, pop on and leave me a comment. If you're watching the replay, feel free to let me know if you've done this before. And I'll let you know the title of the book of the author that talks about this tool. And let me know if you've heard of that or if you've read it yourself. So you're watching your breath and you're watching your mind as you're writing. So you be still and let all pass from your mind to the paper. So you're just letting all those thoughts and everything on your mind pass to the paper through the pen. And you're just writing and just getting it all out. So write a couple page, whatever crosses your mind. Actually, sometimes I write more than a couple pages. I know my journal's kind of small, so it's not a huge full page. It's kind of half page. So, write whatever comes to your mind. I tend to be a large writer. I know my husband, compared to me, he writes much smaller print. So do what you feel is comfortable, right? And that's the main thing. Everybody's unique, so do it how you feel is comfortable. It's just a very general template, 10 things that you're grateful for, and then just free writing. So the author of the book is called Julia Cameron, and the book is called The Artist's Way, A Spiritual Path to Our Higher Creativity. And this is what she calls morning pages. And I've watched quite a few different seminars with Julia Cameron, and she's such a beautiful lady and such a pleasure to listen to. So if you ever get a chance to listen to her, she's wonderful. And I'll link in the comments my Amazon link to her book as well too. So if you're interested in getting a copy of that book, you can definitely get it through my Amazon link. So that's that. That's what Julia Cameron talks about in her book. And like I say, it's very freeing if you're struggling with anxiety throughout the day. It's a good way to let those thoughts on paper and start to create that disconnect from our thoughts and our mind, and ground us a bit more as we start our day. Get rid of all those ugly, unhealthy, unhappy thoughts before we start our day. So let me know if you find this helpful, and like, comment, or share, and feel free to check out the link, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.